Looking to pay off your home faster? Watch this video and find out ways how. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tom Koviak. I am a licensed loan officer. I help people buy homes. And on this channel, we talk about buying homes. We talk about investment homes, having excellent credit, leveling up. If you like those financial topics, consider subscribing to this channel. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about ways to pay off your home faster. All right, let's get into it. Now, these are the discussion points. We're going to talk about your mortgage payment. We're going to talk about ways to pay off the home faster. And then we'll wrap it all up with some closing remarks. Now, your mortgage payment is probably your biggest expense. And that could be housing in general. Usually your housing, whether you're renting or have a mortgage, is usually your biggest expense, okay? And you may want to pay that off. And that's an excellent goal to have, okay? So mortgage payments are often your largest expense for homeowner. This is especially true if the homeowner has a significantly high mortgage balance or a higher interest rate. So paying off your home will not only set you up for success financially, but you'll be mortgage free, okay? Now, I have to ask you, what is your goal? What is your why? Why do you want to pay off your home? Is it to save money? Is it because you're going to retire? Is it because you just don't want to pay that mortgage payment every single month? Like, what is your why? And really ask yourself this. And the reason I want to dig deep into your goal, because this is going to motivate you. It's not easy paying off a mortgage, okay? And it's a big thing to do. A lot of Americans never pay off their mortgage. They just never do. And that could be for many reasons. But if your goal is to pay off your mortgage, ask yourself why and write it down. I believe in self-fulfilled prophecy. Self-fulfilled prophecy means if you keep telling yourself you're going to do something and you believe you can do something, you can do it. And vice versa is true. If you tell yourself, oh, that payment's too high, that mortgage balance too high, I can't pay it off, then you're not going to pay it off because you just believe that. So what is your goal? Once you figure out your goal and where you're headed, now in this video, we can talk about the steps and strategies to get you there. But you got to first have that goal. If you don't have a goal, how do you know where you're going? All right. So there are many ways to pay off your home faster. There are just many ways. There's many ways to go to work. There's many ways to drive to the coffee shop. And the thing about it, you have to figure out what works for you. A lot of times people go online, they pull out a strategy, they pull out something, and it may not work best for them. But whatever works best for you, because you know your income, you know your spending habits, you got to figure out what works best for you. Now, I'll go into detail of each of these, but let's just do a quick overview. Ways you can pay off your home faster or pay it off. Okay, the first thing is create a budget. You can check to see if you can lower your mortgage rate. You could refinance to a 15-year. You could consider bi-weekly payments. You could make one extra mortgage payment a year. You could automate a certain amount towards your principal every month. And then you could use an amortization schedule. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways to pay off your mortgage faster. See what I'm saying? 7 ways. But which way works for you? Which way fits your lifestyle? Let's determine that and let's dive deep into all these. By the way, if you like this video, if you're finding value to this, please consider giving me a comment and subscribe and a thumb up, please. So the first way, I like this way. This is one of my best ways, is a budget. A budget is simple. You write down your income, you put your expenses, including your mortgage payment, and then at the bottom, you either have a surplus or deficit. A surplus means you have extra money. Now, if you have a little extra money every month, I recommend putting some towards your mortgage and putting some towards savings, because you can put all your money towards your mortgage and then something unexpected happens and now you're kind of in a bind, you're borrowing a little bit, okay? So do a budget and see how much money you have. And a budget can teach you whether you need to make a little extra money, whether you need to cut a little bit more expenses. But a budget is going to give you that game plan of how much you can put towards your mortgage. Another way is considering lowering your interest rate. Now, in this market, we are in a higher interest rate market, so it may not be the best time to refinance. But remember, a mortgage is usually 30 years. So you probably have 27 years left in your mortgage, 25 years. There might be another time where the market dips. So you want to keep an eye on the market. But if you recently bought your home in the last year or two, you're probably at a little bit higher interest rate, and you want to keep an eye on the market, because the lower the interest rate is, that means less money goes towards interest, and you can put more and more to your principal and result as having your home paid off sooner. So you can always keep an eye on the market. And I kind of want to show you this too. Is you see the market dips, it goes up and down, up and down. As you see, it went record low during COVID and then it's back up and now it goes back down. So you keep an eye on the market, and no matter where you are, if you're already at a low rate, if you refinance during COVID, then this is not a good option for you. You just need to probably do a budget and pay extra. But if you bought a home in the last 2 years, you do want to be keeping an eye on the market, and you do want to be looking to lower your rate to help you with this. Another way is lower your term. And again, this kind of goes back to lowering your rate, because you can lower your rate and lower your term. You can take some years off. Now, if you have to take a little bit of money out of your home, you might want to consider a shorter term. But remember, you're going to have a higher payment. But lowering your term is a good way to guarantee your home will be paid off at a certain time, if it makes sense. And what you can do here is just go to Google and play around with it. You can put in different numbers. You can put in your area, your credit, and just kind of see how it looks. There's mortgage calculators all over the internet. So play around with it. Put in different numbers and see what it looks like. But a lower term is one way you can pay off your home faster. Now, this is a very popular way, and it's bi-weekly payments. Very popular. A lot of people do it. And biweekly payment just means you make a payment every other week. Now, you can set this up with your mortgage servicer or with their app or online. And instead of you making one payment, you make a biweekly payment. So you're making 2 payments cut in half. Now, why does this pay off your home quicker? The reason why is 2 reasons. Number one, interest doesn't compound as fast, because a mortgage interest compounds every 30 days. So when you make a payment every other week or every biweekly, the interest doesn't compound as fast. And then secondly, it averages out to 1 extra payment a year. So you're paying extra, and interest is not compounding as fast. And it actually can save you anywhere from, I would say, from 4 to 7 years off your mortgage. So that could be a powerful way. And you're really not paying extra. Instead of making one big payment, you make 2 payments, which is cut in half. Now, this may work for some people if you have a set salary, you have a set income. But if you don't have a set income, your income varies a little bit, it may not make sense. You may need those 30 days to have your mortgage payment paid on time. But biweekly payment is an excellent option. It's probably one of the most popular options. So many people ask me about biweekly payments all the time, and we go over it and talk about it. Now, I like this one. This is one of my favorite ones. And this is, you just make 1 extra payment a year. And this doesn't matter when you make it. You just make 1 extra payment a year. And you could either make a lump sum, like if you get a bonus or a tax return, or you can divide it by 12. It's however you want. But if you can make 1 extra payment a year, it will shave off time, okay, about 5 years, just by making 1 extra payment a year. And if you want to be aggressive, shoot for 2 extra payments a year. It's totally up to you. Remember, your goal is to pay off your home faster. But it's a great way that you just focus, I got to make that extra payment, and then you could put a little bit towards the principal throughout the year, and then keep track of that to make sure you do that 1 extra payment a year. Now, this is my favorite one here. This is my favorite one here. And this is automatic extra money towards your principal every month. Now, most of the time you have an app or there's online or you can call them. You can say every payment, I just want to pay an extra $50. Every payment, I want to pay an extra $100, $200, whatever you decide. And I like that it's automatic. Automatic means you don't have to think about it. You know it's going to come out every single month, and that extra amount goes towards your principal. But you want this to make sense based on your goals. So if you want this home paid off in 10 years or 15 years or 6 years, you want to have that amount to get you very close to that benchmark. And as you can see here, I got a little thing paying an extra $100. We'll take a 30-year mortgage down to 27 years and then save you on interest from about $30,000 in interest just for paying an extra $100. So you save on the back end. And I love automatic. If you think about it, taxes automatic come out of your check. Your investments should be automatic. Take advantage of automatic, but that's a great way to pay off your home faster. Just automate it. Have it on cruise control. And then I like this way too. And this is use a amortization schedule. Now, this is the most intentional, direct way to pay off your home. It's very intentional. You're going to literally, I can send you an amortization schedule if you email me. You're going to basically put in your loan amount, put in your rate, put in your term, and then down here is extra payments. And then after you put the extra payments in, it'll tell you when your home is going to be paid off. And this is a very great way. And basically, this is combining two steps because this is going to tell you how much time, and then you can play with the extra payment every month to determine if you got to increase it or lower it a little bit. And it also is based on your budget. So these steps you might want to combine a little bit. Use an amortization schedule to determine how much you need to pay to meet your goal, and then automate it or do a bi-weekly. So you can combine these steps somewhat too. But I love the amortization schedule because its numbers don't lie. If you put in your loan amount, you put in your interest rate, you put in an extra payment, it will tell you when your home will be paid off, and that's how it works. So hope these steps helped you. I hope these steps helped you. Now, remember, like I said, I would combine some of these steps because if you use an amortization schedule, that will help you, or use the budget first. So I would combine these steps, but it all starts with your goal. Have your goal first and then figure out what method works for you. You can use multiple methods. You can try different methods and see which one works best for you. Remember, this is your mortgage and this is your goal. And don't feel pressure to pay off your home, okay? Don't go broke. You still need a little bit of cash for unexpected bills. But paying off your home is an excellent goal. It's something you should be shooting for. And I'm here to support you. If you have questions, you have comments, comment below. Love to answer it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks.